Hello, welcome back to my channel. Or welcome if you're new. My name is Chandler. Today I'm going to be running you through my setup for my 2022 Hobonichi Cousin. I'm also going to be kind of reviewing my planner from last year, showing you what worked and what didn't from my planner setup video last year, and in just using my planner over the past year. I had so much luck with my Hobonichi in 2021. I feel like it was the perfect planner for me in pretty much every way, but I have some things that worked and some things that didn't, and I want to kind of retool how I'm using my planner for next year. So I'll walk you through that and also show you some of the sticker kits that I got for this planner this year. I love all of the pretty little things, so this is going to be kind of a stationery haul as well. But without further ado, let me kind of show you my 2021 planner, show you all of the love that went into it, and just kind of review it as a whole for you. So this is my 2021 Hobonichi Cousin. I still have it in the Louis Vuitton desk agenda cover. I didn't switch out my cover at all throughout the year. I know that that's something that's super popular, but I'm just so in love with this one that I had no desire to switch it out. And much like the name implies, this desk agenda stayed on my desk all year. I really didn't move around with my planner much. I think had I done that, I might have wanted to switch out my cover, but I didn't, and I really am still happy with this one. And in the front here, I just have a couple of little freebie cards that I got from Etsy sticker shops. I feel like it kind of goes with the aesthetic that I am rocking right now in my planner, just kind of like cottagey neutrals, and I feel like it just speaks more to my planning self now than it did last year. You'll definitely notice so much aesthetic has changed since that last video. I'll link that one in the description down below if you want to see that one, but yeah, things have changed quite a bit. In terms of the actual planner itself, you can see that there's sort of a marked difference here at the halfway points. All of these pages right here are the monthly and weekly spreads, and at the back are all the dailies. You can tell I didn't really use the dailies this past year. My goal was to have this be both a planner and a journal, and I really just didn't do much journaling, though that is one of my goals for 2021. So hopefully I'll do another of these videos next year, and my 2022 version of this will be completely full and bursting. I like a good chunky planner, and I love seeing the pages crinkle on my Hobonichi Cousins. So yeah, I am endeavoring definitely to make this thicker in the new year. But let's go ahead and open her up, and I'll show you what I did last year and what worked, what didn't. First thing I will say is that I ended up switching out the paper that I had glued in here for washi tape, which made the overall profile and closability, I guess you could say, of the Cousin a lot more manageable, though I have not visited this since the beginning of the year. I really don't look at the front cover of my planner. I really didn't use the monthly pages too much in this planner either, so there was really no reason for me to revisit it, and for that reason, I probably won't be putting anything fancy in the front. I got a little carried away, I feel like, last year with some of the more like aesthetic choices, and while I still obviously really care about that, I am also trying to be mindful of what I put in here and don't put in here, because, you know, there's only so much room for stickers. So this is the front cover. I also got some sticker kits from Virgo and Paper at the beginning of the year, which I clearly didn't use for anything. Did I buy them for 2022 as well? You're damn right I did, but I will hopefully be using at least this spread for something a little bit more useful in 2022. This is supposed to be an index. I tried to use it that way, but I believe in 2022 I'm going to use this as my kind of tending list and or habit tracker. I'm using the power sheets this year to kind of goal plan, and I want to have everything here in my Hobonichi Cousin as well. I will probably be using this spread for that sort of goal tracking and habit tracking, so then I'll have an excuse to come back to the front of my planner. I just really didn't follow through with using those pages very much, though the stickers are very cute, admittedly. Then we get into the monthly pages, and again, this is something that kind of failed for me. I tried a couple of different spreads and wanted to see, you know, what was going to work best for me and what would be the best utilization, I guess, of this spread in comparison to the weeklies. But beyond posting some like YouTube video stuff in here and the books that I read, I didn't really find a good use for this spread in general. I don't have a lot of events and things like that to put in pages like this, so these were kind of useless for me, and I also think part of it was that there was no consistency in the format. I don't think it's the biggest deal, but I didn't use a sticker kit here. I did here, and then I used different sticker kits for different months. I think had it all been cohesive, I would have found a way to utilize things a little bit better. That's something that is kind of a running theme in my life. And if you watch my channel, you might notice that too. I really like cohesion, whether it's for, you know, video series or my planner. I like some cohesion. There just wasn't any cohesion in these monthlies, and it was a fun experiment, but I think in 2022, I'm really going to focus on putting in my YouTube content here, and then also putting in life events. I have a lot more going on in 2022, so I think that will probably be easier to manage. And maybe I will include tidbits as well, like something fun that happened that day. I did try that one of these months and I didn't follow through on it, but I'm hoping to do that in 2022. So those are my monthly pages. I did also, before we get to the weeklies, tip in these like trackers, I guess you could say. I saw Lindsay Scribbles do it and I was like, I'm going to do that too. But I realized I'm not that great at habit tracking. I mean, it's something that I want to improve upon going forward, but frankly, I didn't do a good job at it. And I think that's evident by the exercise log. Granted, I didn't exercise that much this year, so, it is what it is, but I just didn't come to the front of my planner to use this, and I also did not like the paper. It's like way too stiff. Why did I tip this in? I also kind of got it messed up, like I would put some of my activity in my planner and book spending. Yeah, also this just didn't become a necessary thing for me. I didn't end up spending that much on planning supplies and accessories past the beginning of the year, and then when it came to book spending, I literally never spend money on books anymore, so yeah, I didn't really need these, and I was kind of not upset that I have them in here, but I just didn't use them. So we can go ahead and look at my daily pages. So this was my planner at the very beginning of the year, and this is kind of the aesthetic and functional choice that I made at the beginning. I used the sidebar off and on for like random to-dos or books that I needed to read for videos, and then I would use washi tape at the bottom and top, and then also use these kind of date covers from Virgo and paper. That was a very consistent use all throughout the planner for the beginning of the year. And then I would write in any sort of activities that I had to do, and then I would highlight anything that got accomplished. And I will say, in terms of highlighting and, goals and to-dos and things like that, that's still very much how I use this planner. I love a good highlight, and I use my Tombow dual brush pens to do that. But this overall aesthetic just got a little bit boring to me, this format especially, like just the two washi tapes and then the date covers, and it also kind of bulked up my planner in the same spots. Whenever I close my planner now, I can really feel all of these stickers up at the top, and I have no qualms about having stickers in my planner, but it did make it to where I couldn't really use the top of this planner past a few months. Like, it was a little frustrating to use this part of the planner, so I'm trying to be a little more strategic about my sticker placements next year. But overall, I think this is really cute, and maybe this will give you some ideas on how you can use your planner. I also obviously, at the beginning, would write down, the meals that I ate just to see. I mean, I don't really do this for any sort of health reasons. I just like to go back and be like, wow, I was eating a vast variety of things here, or it can give me ideas for what I can eat now. So yeah, that's kind of what the layout was here, and I tracked both my job stuff and personal stuff and YouTube stuff in this planner, I should say. I didn't have a planner for anything else. This is my one go-to planner for my whole life. But then I want to say maybe a month ago, I got just kind of bored of this, format. I thought it was a little repetitive, and it worked for me for, I want to say 8 months, but I wanted something different, and I wanted something that felt a little bit more intentional in terms of theme. So in the fall months is when I kind of discovered this sort of planning style. I got inspired by a girl named Lauren. I'll leave her Instagram account in the description if I can remember. She does a lot of journaling and things with these sort of cute aesthetic stickers, and I was like, you know what, I want to do that. I want to find a way to incorporate that, and I also just wanted to kind of scale back a little bit on what I was doing previously. And so now I kind of use washi sparingly. I'll use it kind of in the corners of my spreads, and then I will use these sweet little stickers that I've gotten from a bunch of different sticker shops that I use as embellishment. And I have to say, this is my new favorite thing to do. I don't do the date covers as much anymore. I haven't used them honestly in a month or two, and I just keep things simple. It makes me happy to see all of these little stickers, and I think it kind of sets the mood for the week. It's December, I want cozy vibes, and I feel like this kind of elicits that in me. Again, I still use the same format. I don't really use the hourly component of this planner, and some people might think that's silly since it is technically an hourly planner, but I just use it to write down my to-dos. Occasionally I use the time portion of it for certain things. I do post my videos at 10:30, so I did have the YouTube video posting schedule in order for the most part, but other than that, I really like to just use this as kind of a running to-do list for me, and it works really well. I've kind of stopped doing to-dos in the left-hand side and have started doing habit tracking instead, which has been an interesting change and has also kind of helped me with my habits a little bit. It's something that I'm trying to do again more going forward in the new year, though I don't know that I will track in this sidebar. So that's sort of the aesthetic differences. I know it's really not that big of a deal, but I am liking this new format just a little bit better for my taste, and also just the simplicity of planning. But this is what I've got going on for this year, and now I'm ready to crack open my 2022 Hobonichi Cousin and show you the planning stickers that I got, and also just, the fun kind of embellishment stickers that I'm going to be using. It feels really weird to bring this book over. She feels so slim by comparison. I guess I could hold them up together so you can kind of see how much my planner has grown, but side by side they are quite different. I think the first thing that I want to do is place this vinyl on the front cover of my planner. I think I'm going to put it down here. I don't know if that's a little too weird given the placement of, this Hobonichi thing. I don't care. I'm just going to put it in the bottom corner. I really enjoy these vinyls from Virgo and Paper Company. I just feel like they're super cute. I really like all of the Virgo and Paper stickers. That's kind of the only shop that I revisit with frequency. I really like the stickers from that shop particularly, and they're just so well built for the Hobonichi Cousin. I also really like Caffeine and Paper for like little icon stickers, which you'll see kind of throughout the planner as the year goes on. I'm going to try to do updates as the year goes on, and that's honestly all of the embellishment that I'm going to be doing to the front or the inside cover, which I feel like's a little bold, but let's be honest, I never revisit the front cover, so we don't need to do it today. What we do need to do, however, is place some of the 2022 Virgo and Paper sticker kits down on the calendar. I really like the aesthetic this year. I think it's like nice and neutral, just like I like it. So these are the stickers. I think last year they were, kind of pink and very girly, and now we just have the kind of astrological sort of sticker kits. I think there were 2 options this year, which I really appreciated, but these are the ones that I selected. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on my planner. I'll time lapse it, and then we can kind of talk through it. Okay, so this is what the sticker kit looks like all on the planner. I really like the sticker kit. I think I like this one even more than the one last year. I will be printing out this year my word of the year to go right here. My word of the year is devotion, if anyone's curious. Last year it was direction, this year it's devotion. It's not a religious thing, it's more just like I want to be really devoted to my goals. I have a lot of big things I'm trying to get accomplished in 2022, so I will be printing that out on clear sticker paper to put right here. I said I was going to write it in last year and I didn't, probably because I like the beginning of my planner to be like very clean and precious. The rest of the planner I don't care about, but the beginning I want it to look nice, so I'll be printing that at some point. And then I put in the stickers for the index, and again, I'm not going to be using this as an index, so I ended up skipping the flags, I guess you could say, the little like to-dos up here, because I want to be able to write in vertically the task or goal or whatever that I'm going to be tracking over a month, and that way I can, track as the days go on. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but I'm going to go ahead and save those stickers for something else. And so it is just very like gray toned, which I'm into. Everything is just very neutral on here. I love neutrals. That's kind of my thing. So I really like this sticker kit. It really worked well for me. And now we can go into the monthly stickers. Like I said, I wanted some consistency for this year. And instead of trying a few different shops out, I kind of figured out what I liked last year. And I think that this is going to be nice. I got these sticker kits from Plan Fantastic Co. They were one of the monthly sticker kits that I tried out last year, and they're the ones that I liked the best personally. I love the coverage that this provides. I don't personally use the sidebars at all during my monthly spreads, and I don't think that's going to change in 2022. So I think having the consistency of the same format, the same font, everything like that, it's just going to be nice for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in, and then I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so I applied all of the monthly stickers off camera, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Like I said, I don't really use the sidebars of my monthly pages, and I just love how much coverage this has. Like, there's not a lot of extra room for bullshit, and I don't really need extra room for that anyway. I feel like this is more inspiring to me, certainly, than the other sort of like monthly layouts I had, and I like the consistency. Again, I just love it. I feel like this looks really nice. I'll again leave links to these particular stickers in the description down below. I want to say that they are phasing out this particular style, but I know that there for sure are more like this on that particular sticker shop. So again, I'll link those. But again, really happy with how these look, and I am more inspired now to use these pages. Another thing that I did while I was off camera was added my tabs. You can kind of see them on the side. I won't lie, I don't love them. I feel like they didn't apply as nicely as I wanted, and wow, they show fingerprints. Like, it was almost impossible to get them on here without having like fingerprints within the tabs themselves. So I don't know, they're fine, like they'll do, they definitely serve their purpose. And I put these on my monthlies, so obviously like I grabbed the tab and it takes me to my January page, which I appreciate. I feel like that was another kind of struggle that I had last year, was I didn't use the monthly pages because I didn't have a good way to kind of like bookmark or save my place. And I know it's silly, and I could have used just like a paper paperclip, but I personally don't like having a million like page savers or paper clips to have to like go back to certain things. It just irritates me, so I think this will be nicer. I say that. I actually did buy some little like page saver bookmark things for my planner. In the past, I've used ollie clips or other things like that to kind of save my spot, but since I have like 2 or 3 different places I'm going to be wanting to refer to throughout the year, I got these paper clips from Amazon. I really like the little container that they came in, but I especially just like the aesthetic and how like thin these are. So these are kind of like a rose gold color and they just clip on to the top. I'll probably end up putting them on the bottom, but let me just show you kind of what they do. I want to use one on my habit tracker, one on my monthly, one on my weekly, and one on my daily, which is kind of a lot of things to have going at once. And so I knew that having something thick wouldn't work, but having these either all at the top or all on the bottom just makes it easy to like quickly, refer to whatever page I'm on. And they're kind of unobtrusive, it's just like a little tiny thing. But that's sort of it for all of the pre-planning that I wanted to do in this planner. There's not a whole lot, obviously. I didn't really want to overload this with stickers ahead of time, but I do think we can go ahead and set up the first week of January. I did that last year in my Hobonichi setup video, and I want to do it again today. I feel like, again, my aesthetics changed so much, and I'm excited to get to just compare this to my first week in my last cousin. I just feel like it's going to be really funny as a comparison, but I am planning on moving into this planner the first week of January. So not this week right here, but the following week. I know that might be controversial, but I personally just like to have the whole week ahead of me, and that way I can finish out the last week in my other Hobonichi. It makes sense to me. It works for me. So I will show you some of the stickers that I've purchased recently. I think I talked a little bit about the fact that my sticker taste has changed. I really don't buy sticker kits anymore for my cousin. I just feel like I wasn't using them. And even the ones from Virgo and Paper, which I did find more useful, they still had like sticker boxes, and I don't like boxes. I really just like the kind of more aesthetic stickers. So I searched Etsy kind of high and low, and I found a bunch of different stickers that just have little aesthetic pieces that I can add into the corners of pages or in the middle of pages, along with the washi that I already have. And I know that I'll use every single one of these stickers compared to, again, like a particular layout. I want to pick my own layouts, but I do want pretty stickers to go with. So I've already kind of picked out my theme for this first week of January. I do want to use this gorgeous sheet from Paper Minty Studio. For some reason, this just screams like New Year to me, the black and gold. And then I'm also going to go ahead and use these washies with it. I kind of wish that I had yellow washi, but this will work. It's kind of a gold foil, and it kind of brings in the leaves from this one as well. I think I'm going to try to use some of my new Virgo and Paper monthly stickers. I've been using the smaller version of these for my weeks, but I thought I could switch it up and use these with this particular setup. It all kind of ties back with the leaves, and I think it'll be cute. I'm gonna go ahead and do my typical process when it comes to placing my washi, and then I'm going to put this down here. Usually I would put the month label up here, but it was going to blend in with the washi, so I put it down here. It's a little different, a little zesty. I guess I could have covered up the numbers, but honestly, I don't consider this precious. Like, I don't feel like it has to be perfect every time, and I kind of like seeing some of the imperfection. That's how I felt about the sticker placement of my like month stickers. Yeah, it's a sticker kit. Yes, it's supposed to be put a certain way, but I really don't care if it's like perfectly on the lines every time. So I'm going to place washi over here and down here. That's just kind of my go-to configuration at the moment. Actually might put something up here too to just make it a little cuter, but I really love the sticker sheet. I just feel like it's so cute, and I don't know, I feel like my issue with a lot of the sticker kits you can find is that they're just like one specific aesthetic. I don't feel like I can find exactly what I'm looking for, and I've just been into this more kind of like cottagey look, I guess you could say. I like to kind of play around with my placements. I don't know. I just kind of stick stickers wherever I think it's gonna look cute. Okay, I lied. I wasn't totally happy with that layout. I ended up taking off that January sticker, putting this washi over the last of the numbers, and then I put the large January sticker up there. I think it's cute. It's definitely different than things I've been doing previously. I've always just kind of put the month right here, the name of the month, but I kind of like it up here. I think it's kind of cute. And I was sort of torn on how to use these stickers anyway. I couldn't find the smaller ones, or they were sold out, so I was like, oh, I'll get the big ones and maybe I'll use them somewhere else. But I feel like it works perfectly fine on the weekly. It's definitely bold, but I tend to not write things up here anyway, so I'm happy with the way that this looks. I think it's cute, and as the month comes, like, I might add more of the stickers from the sticker sheet. Maybe I'll put washi in certain spots. I don't know. But but this will get filled up and I will find a complementary highlighter color for all of my completed tasks. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I feel like this was maybe not the most exciting planner setup ever, but I'm very excited to get into my Hobonichi for the new year, and she already has a little bit of bulk to her after I put those monthly sticker kits in. So I'm just excited to see where this goes, and I'm hoping to maybe update y'all a little bit as I plan. I can't make any guarantees, but a lot of the personal information that I used to include in my planner, I just don't feel like I need to include in my planner as much, or is information that I will be including in my dailies, which I'll never show you my daily pages, but I can definitely show you kind of my weeks as they go on and how I'm using the monthly pages and the tracker pages and things like that. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try to do my best to answer them. And I'll also try my best to add the resources for all of the things that I was using today. I guess the only other thing really is kind of a pen thing, I guess you could say. My taste in pens has definitely changed since I filmed my first video. I was saying that I was super into like really bold ink, and that's definitely changed. I now use a Uni Jetstream in 0.5 instead of 1mm, and I am really into it. And I feel like that was the right choice for me. Now I write so much smaller than I did in the beginning of the year, and this just works so well for that. And I'm also experimenting with this Energel Kleena. Is it Kleena or Kleena? I don't really know how to say it. And this is, I think, a 0.3. I got like a 0.5 on recommendation of some people on YouTube, but to me it was way too bold in here. It ended up looking more like a 1mm ink in this Hobonichi paper, so I got this skinny one and I like it. I think it's a good pen. I've been using this more in my daily pages. For some reason I just still am so into my Jetstream that I use this whenever I'm using kind of like a weekly spread. It's a little less messy too, but this one dries like fairly quickly. So these are my two pen recommendations if you want pen recommendations for your Hobonichi. And then again, I use Tombows a ton. Tombow 992 is my favorite. It's a really nice neutral brown, and I feel like it goes with everything. And whenever I'm at a loss of like what to highlight with, this is what I pick. So this is kind of like, this is my setup. This is what I'm using this year. And like I said, I'll try to update y'all as the year goes on. But thanks so much for watching. Love y'all so much. And until tomorrow.